Hi guys, welcome to a new video back on the channel here. We are back for a different video this time. I've recently stumbled on this graphics card that I got from eBay a while ago. But I just wanted to show you guys that, well, I have had this taken apart. I have took this apart. There was a bit of an issue with a capacitor. Oh, shit. My bad, guys, then. There was an issue with a capacitor, but that has now been replaced. So those videos are more of just getting this all tested and just showing you what I would do as someone who was just fixed it, and or anything that you generally do when you're just testing a card that you've just had like fixed, or even if you buy used. This is what I'd recommend you do. So we have the Exhibit A kind of PC that we got here. The cable management's a bit of a mess, but I do need to clean it up. So you might recognize this PC if you've watched one of my more recent, well, I wouldn't say recent, it was probably say about from, say, a month or two ago, when we did a Fractal design. Well, we were reviewing this case, and then we did a build in it, like an old orange build. I did have a 1060 in there. I now recently had a 2070 Super put in there, just for more just... I started playing a few games on it when I was having some downtime with my editing PC, which is just over there. I've recently had to replace the SSD due to the SSD basically breaking itself. I don't know why, but I came to it after trying to edit something. A more recent video when I had loads of editing problems with WWE 2K26's showcase playthrough that I did. Well, I've only done one episode at the moment, just on the channel, because the rest of the footage got lost due to blue screens, and then the drive just started failing from there. It just got worse and worse. But we're going to be replacing. We're going to be putting this card into there. Got the adapter. I do have a 1000 watt power supply in there instead of a 650. I did change that recently as well because that died. So I had to replace it. But I've been using, I haven't bothered putting the PCIe 5.0 cables in, or 5.1 cables in, just due to, I'm going to be changing this graphics card out a lot. If this graphics card works, I might find another purpose for this in my testing PC, or use this as a test card, or I might sell it. I've not decided yet what I want to do with it, but let's just get it into there. Get it all tested, and I'll show you what we do. So now the new card has now been fitted. Let's see. We're getting a fan spin on one of the fans. The other fan spin in there. Does sound a bit noisy, but that's probably just because this is just initially powering on. As you can see, we got a display. But I have already uninstalled the drivers from the 2070. That's something that you do want to do. You do want to boot the system into safe mode, or sometimes you might get away with it if you just do it normally and just boot in and just download DDU, which is driver uninstaller, and that should do the trick for you. But now we'll go to device managers. One of the first things I check, well, it may just show I need to get rid of that software. Like you'll see, video controller VGA compatible. It's just because now it's going to flicker, so it might recognize a 3080. Yes, as it does right there. But what we'll do is we'll go through and just quickly just install the latest driver. Did I pre-install the NVIDIA app? If not, I'll just show you what to do. No, that's just an order. So you want to just go to the NVIDIA app, or the nvidia.com, to download the drivers. Just go to that. So as this is the 3080, we'll then go to 30 series, and then we'll go to the 3080 Windows 11 if that's the install you're on. If you are on Linux, then there'll be another way to it, but I'm not on Linux, so I can't tell you that way. Unfortunately, I'm just on what's the standard Windows 11. Oh. So now that's just installing. Shouldn't take too long. And then we'll just get that installed, and then we'll also look through what other testing we can do on it as well. So the drivers are now just going through, just installing them. They should be done any second now. Oh, yeah, it is. So sometimes it will ask to restart, sometimes it doesn't, but we'll restart now. And then after that, we're then going to, we're then going to go through. I'm probably going to run some games. I've got a few games that I'm wanting to test on it, so we can just chuck some games on there, see how it plays. I might try Resident Evil Requiem as it's a newer game, so we can actually see what the modern day performances are. The specs of the system I will leave down in the description. I do want to make it clear though, there may be a bit of performance difference compared to what you'd normally see from other people, due to I'm running a 8500G in this system, because originally this was just going to be used as an archive server thing for me as like a backup to my NAS. It is still the case, but sometimes me and my fiance will use this for some light gaming or some gaming, or say if we're doing like a LAN kind of thing where we'll have like a few people, like say if we did like a LAN party, this would be like a PC we could use for it because it'd be sufficient. It's 32 gigs, DDR5, 8500G, it's got NVMe's in there, and a 3080. So let's just get to the gameplay now, and yeah, we'll see what the performances show. So here are the specs that you can see. I'm running on a 1080p screen, so it's not really going to be showing that too much. Let's just put all these on high, DLS on quality, frame gen. Oh wait, we can't run frame gen. It's a 30 series card. You'll see standard, high, 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 standard. And then let's just do Alt Z. If it wants to let me do it anyway. You can see that it's not really choppy at all. It's quite good when it comes to its FPS. So if I do this, then we'll just... So from what I can see, I'm using around 75% GPU and CPU. Could be a bit more CPU intensive. I am in first person. Currently it's saying it's NA on the FPS, but when I did check beforehand, like when I got it up for a minute, it was around averaging around say 180 to 220 FPS, which is not too bad for a game that's just only recently come out. Yeah, I'm not going to go any further in this game due to it being, I don't want to cause any spoilers. Yes, the game has been out for a while, but I don't want any spoilers for anyone. So yeah, let's get into the next game, shall we? Which will be Fortnite, but it's currently just updating, so of course it is. Every fucking game is updating recently for me. Fuck updates. Okay, so now we got we got Fortnite loaded up due to COD just having a bit of an issue. So currently we're around about 240 FPS odd. Currently, let's just look through some of the settings we got in there. What have we got it set on? DLS quality. And then we've also got that turned off, high, high, epic, high, medium, show FPS. I've just put it into a random game that you'll find on Fortnite themselves. But that's the temperatures. Let's actually go land and see what it really is going to be saying for us. This. A bit anticlimactic. As you can see, temps are, or not temps, the FPS's being a bit sporadic with it. But this game is more CPU bound, I've noticed. I thought it was more of a GPU kind of game. But yeah, you're averaging around, say, trying to talk here. averaging around, say, 144 to 180 on these kind of settings. So if you did one like over 200, you'd probably be looking at more of like better kind of frames. But there's not a lot you can really do with it being an APU. At the end of the day, you're a bit limited on the overall performance you're gonna get just because of that. Just because of the bandwidth difference. It really is just because mainly just down to bandwidth. But that has been the video on the 3080. I'm going to do some more. I would do some more stress tests and just show you guys, but it's going to be a bit of a long one, and I just want to see how it's going to run, like say, over several hours. And I don't really want to have to show you guys that. I'm just going to be doing that because you'll probably see that a lot on other channels. Yeah, you might see the same kind of stuff as what I've just done, but I just wanted to show my own spin on it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be back with another video on the channel. Probably by the time this video comes out, well, this will be getting edited and done by tomorrow as of recording this. So the next video that will probably be coming out on Friday will be Resident Evil 7's DLC. And that's when I'll be starting doing that. So I'll catch you guys then. Adios.